Hello
Hi.
everyone, it's lovely to see you today. You might not recognise us, but my name is Sam, but lots of people like to call me Sammy Whammy.
And I'm Gemma, and lots of people like to call me Gemma Wemmer.
So, Sammy Whammy and Gemma Wemmer,
That's
say
us.
hello.
Hi.
And we work in a little church in the countryside
We
in
do.
Hampshire.
Yeah.
And as I said, it's very lovely to see you today.
It is. Yeah. Today is a very special day.
Is it?
It's
Is
a very
it?
special day. Do you know
Is
what
it?
day it is?
Oh, is it? Is it my birthday? Go on.
No, your birthday's in November.
Not long though. Is it Christmas?
No, it's not. It's not Christmas.
No, it's got to be my birthday first.
Yeah.
Is it Odd Socks Day?
No, my socks match, so it's not today.
So do mine.
Oh my goodness.
That was impressive.
Well done.
My socks match too, so it can't be yours.
It's not Odd Socks Day.
Is it? Opposite day.
Yes? No. Yes? No. I don't know. It's not opposite day. Huh?
Anyway, what? Come on. Yes or no?
Today-
Opposite day. What day is it?
It's a very special day.
Go on. I'm excited.
And it is called Safeguarding Sunday.
Oh.
And
Wasn't expecting that.
No, I know. It's crazy. Wild. It's a wild day. And you may have heard some of the adults, like your parents or your church leaders, talking about it, especially today on this very special Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Now, safeguarding sounds like a very boring grown-up word. And it is. It can be really boring. But it's really, really important.
Really
Really important. It's one of those things that actually, however boring it may sound, it's so important for all of us to just understand what it means.
So you might be thinking, what on earth does safeguarding mean?
Yes, so safeguarding is all about looking out for the people around us and speaking out if something worries us about ourselves or about other people.
Just quite simple when you put it like that.
It is
isn't
quite
it?
simple, yeah.
And although it's quite simple, it's not always the easiest thing to do.
No.
And to learn a little bit more about this, we're going to look at a brilliant Bible character. Her name is Esther. You might have heard of
She's
her.
one of my favourites.
She's good, isn't
She's
she?
very good. I like
So
Esther.
here is a whistle-stop tour,
Of
a
the
very
story.
brief overview of Esther's
of the story of Esther.
Go on, Gemma Wemmer, take it away.
Are you sitting comfortably? Then I'll begin. Haman, who was kind of basically the Prime Minister and the number 2 to the king, wanted the Jewish people to bow to him. Okay. But a man called Mordecai, who was a Jew, refused to do so. And Haman got very, very angry at him and sent an order for all of the Jewish people to be killed just because Mordecai said no. Okay. Esther was Mordecai's cousin, and also she was the wife of the king.
It's a
She
queen.
was the queen.
That's
She
pretty.
was very cool.
That's a good start, isn't it?
And Esther was also a Jew. And when Mordecai told her what was going on, she got very, very upset. She was really sad, actually. And she was afraid for her people, her Jewish people, and for her family. Mordecai asked her to talk to the king to stop Haman killing the Jewish people. And Esther was the only person who was close enough to the king to even be able to talk to him. But even then, she didn't see him that often. So she had to pick her moment. And she was very, very brave because that was the one moment and she had to go for it. Okay. And she didn't know what was going to happen to her. She didn't know if she was going to lose her title as queen or whether she was going to lose her home or what was going to happen to her. And she didn't know what was going to happen to the people as well, the Jewish people that she was trying to save. But she told the king what was going on. And the king listened to her and was horrified to hear what Haman was doing. The king's number 2. He didn't know what was going on.
He'd been tricked.
And he was. And he was horrified to hear what was happening. And so he ordered Haman to stop what he was doing. And he punished Haman and he saved the Jewish people. There you go.
So
very quick.
a very quick story. But a very good story, especially for our special Safeguarding Sunday today.
Yeah.
And the reason this is such a good story is because of Esther, isn't it? She has what we might think of today as everything she could ever want. She had the big house, the palace.
She was the queen.
She was
I mean, come
literally
on.
the queen. She probably had the best food in the world.
Yeah.
She probably had loads of like helpers and servants and things.
Mhm.
And actually, what she did here was she risked everything that she had, possibly even her own life,
Yeah.
to speak up for those who couldn't speak up for themselves.
Mhm.
She saw the suffering that her family, her friends were going through. And so rather than sort of brush it out the way or pretend it's not happening or think that someone else is going to solve it, actually what she did is she risked all those things, as we said, to speak up for the Jewish people.
She did. And speaking out might seem really, really scary. I think Esther was very, very scary.
It would have been
wasn't she?
scary, I'm sure.
And you might feel like you don't want to. And I'm sure Esther felt like she really didn't want to because that was a scary thing to talk to the king. Or it's best not to say anything at all. I mean, Esther, she could have lost everything, couldn't she? But we can all learn from Esther to speak up for those who need our help and to speak up for ourselves as well. So, we know it's important to speak up if we ever feel worried or upset about something that's happened to ourselves or the people around us. But Sammy Whammy, how do we know who to tell?
Well, if I was your age once more and I was back at school, I would find my absolute most favouriteest teacher ever. And I would just speak to them and tell them what was worrying me or upsetting me. And I'm sure they'll listen to you and sort of help me out if possible.
But what about if you're at church, like the children here?
Well, if you're at church, there are so many people.
Oh my
that
goodness.
There are. There's like your kids workers and leaders. There's youth leaders or workers. There's your vicar or church leader, pastor, or whatever word you use. There's also a very special person you can talk to called the safeguarding officer.
Oh my goodness. What a
Doesn't sound
cool
as good as
title.
Queen, I don't think. But
No.
Safeguarding officers up there.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know who these people are, I'm sure
Go
you can
and
find
find
out.
them.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone will tell you.
And you can always speak to them about anything that, as we said, is worrying you or upsetting you.
Yeah.
So, it's been lovely to talk to you today,
It's
but
been so good to get to know you, but.
before we go,
Yes.
we have a very special friend
Hit
to
me.
introduce you to.
Oh. It's Rory!
Woohoo!
He's our friend
This
Rory.
is Rory.
Hello! Hi Rory. How are you?
Hello, Rory.
Yeah, you good?
He's good.
Great. I'm so pleased. And Rory has this very special catchphrase.
He does, yeah.
And Rory says, raise your roar. Can you say it with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Raise your roar!
Amazing.
That was pretty good.
Do you want to tell us all about Rory's catchphrase, about raising your roar?
So what we thought is raising your roar is
Mm-hmm.
all about speaking up for others. And so whenever you see a lion in your day-to-day life, it might not be a real one.
Goodness.
It might be in...
Not many lions in
No,
Hampshire.
there's not. It might be where you are, but not where we are. It might be in a colouring book, or it might be a sticker, or it might be on a poster at school. You might even be lucky enough to go to the zoo and actually see a real lion.
Wow.
And so we thought, whenever you see a lion, in whatever format they come, it could remind us all that we need to speak up for others. We need to raise our roar. Yeah.
Yeah, raise
There
our
you go.
roars. Awesome. Thanks, Rory. Nice to see you again. It's been so good to spend some time with you today. We really hope we get to do this again soon. Have a wonderful Sunday. Enjoy Safeguarding Sunday, this very special day. And I really hope that we get to see you soon. Bye.